It's so messy back there. Whoops. Hi, I just realized how the cabinets are still open and stuff. Whoops. Mom's gonna fix that. Thank you, Mom. You don't pay attention to your background until you're in front of the screen. Anyway, it's been so long. Thank you. Since I've live streamed. I just realized that and I wanted to look. Okay. Have fun.
Oh, yeah. It's a party.
I wanted to see the last time I live streamed because I didn't even. Is it going to show on here? It might not show it. I don't know. It's been. I live streamed. Oh, in February. Was that no? February. No. End of January. End of January. That's insane. Considering I used to live stream every week. Who knows if anyone will actually show up because it's been that long. But I have stuff to talk about if people want to watch the replays later. But we'll wait for a minute. How we doing? How we holding up? I am good. I know that obviously stuff about everything that's happening is going to be talked about at one point or another in the live stream, but I didn't want to title it like how I'm surviving quarantine or anything like that because I try to, at least on YouTube, not to focus on it too much, just so it can be more of an escape rather than just listening to all the things that you already see on the news and all of that. But okay, it looks like people are starting to come on. Good. I was like, is anyone even going to show up since it's been so long? The reason I decided to do this today is because for over the last few weeks, however long this is happening, I've been using face chat so much, like with Andy and friends, and I even was in like a Zoom meeting with a bunch of people on Rizzle. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, it's been, it made me miss live streaming. I'm like, I could be doing this more. So I was kind of stuck in between. I could rush and get a video up today, or I could live stream. And I was like, you know what? It's been a long time. Maybe I can talk to some people that I haven't talked to in a while that in the chats. Sorry. And there's going to be noise because everyone is home. I mean, normally this is like the quiet time of the day, but there's going to be a ton of noise. Okay, no, it hasn't been quite. Oh, we'll wait like 4 minutes. My schedule been so thrown off. I had so much intention today to get up like early and earlier, at least not super early, and like wash my hair because I had hair mask in that I didn't get to wash last night, and I could get so much done before the live stream. I set my alarm. I woke up, I sat up, and then I woke up again at 10, and I'm like, what the flip happened? Anyway, hi. Hi, Precious Ladybug. Missing your family. How's everything going? Mom has been dealing with some health stuff. She's doing a lot better and hopefully will continue to do better. And we're hoping to get Doors in Time up again. But Mom and I decided, especially me, that it wasn't the best plan to only post videos like whenever she felt kind of okay. Just because it would just wear her down again and then she would get just as sick as she was before. So we wanted to make sure she was healed enough where she could like film and edit, and I'll help her obviously, but we wanted to make sure that she was in a good enough position where she would be well enough. So I've just been focusing on Emery Lane, and then Doors in Time will hopefully be back up in the next few weeks. I wanted to sit down like after she got better and just record like 6 podcasts and have those go up for like a month and a half. Because it seems like we record one and with the intention of recording more, and it just doesn't happen. So if we like sat down for 2 days and just talked all day, actually might happen. Hi. Okay. It's been like a little bit under 5 minutes. We can get into all the favorite stuff. Okay. So I wanted to do favorites. This is favorite. I was going to just do beauty, but then I was like, no, I'll talk about some other favorites that I have. Oh my goodness. There's food over there. That has been my favorite thing ever. Don't let me, or I'll write it down so I don't forget. I don't want to get up and grab it right now. But it's been like my lifesaver especially with me not wanting to make lunch. It's been really nice. Okay, I have a list of things. Plus, I have this box. Oh, it's heavier than I realized of stuff. That's like my favorite thing. So we'll start with beauty stuff and kind of go from there. Some of this I've talked about on Instagram, some of this I've talked about on Rizzle, but I figured maybe you don't see all of my stuff, which is probably true. So we'll just get into beauty stuff. Okay, this I need to put up a post about it on Instagram, but I want to talk about it here. This is the Joa, I think is how you say it. Yeah, Lash Up Rising Mascara. It is so good. You can't see it very well. I have it on right now. But what I like about it, it gives a more, think of like the Lash Paradise, but just a little bit more natural. It gives that kind of a look, but it's water resistant. But it's also the easiest mascara to take off ever. I think it's like one of those like tubing mascaras that like create the tube around your lashes. So when you take it off, it just comes off all in one thing. And my lashes, I've been using it more frequently. This was sent to me. I didn't know if I said that. This was sent. Joa sent this to me. But it's helped my lashes like stay a little bit more healthy because I don't have to scrub off mascara, but it gives a look that I like. It's so good. I love it so much. We'll just put things to the side that I've already talked about. What else? Oh, I did talk about this on Instagram, but I like it so much that I have to talk about it some more. This is the EOS Shea Butter Shaving Cream. I didn't know shaving cream could be this good. And I know it's random, but I think this is like their Hello Kitty edition or something like that. It's their pink citrus one. It smells so good, and it's kind of like a mix of like lotion and just like the normal like shake foam shaving cream. But it's so much better than just using conditioner or something like that. I love it so much. What else do we got? Ooh. This combination. Well, I should just say this is the Heritage what is it? Masquerade Transforming Hair Mask. Basically all of this stuff I talked about in the video where I reviewed the line that most of the line, not all of it. Basically all the line. I still love and use. I would say the only things I don't really use that often or I don't love is the texturizing powder's okay. I've used better ones, and so I don't really reach for it that much. I still use it sometimes because it has really good ingredients. And then the apple cider vinegar rinse, I didn't notice a difference at all. Like I've used it for a while now, and I'm still waiting. Maybe you need to use the whole bottle. I don't know. I'm going to keep using it until it's gone because I don't want to waste my money. But I haven't noticed a difference in my scalp or my hair or anything. But the combination of this hair mask and this is the Kristen S. Anytime, Anywhere Scalp and Hair Milk Oil. I mix the two together, and I don't know why they're so good. This is normally too heavy for my hair, so I thought maybe I'll just mix it in with my mask and see what happens. And it does such a good job. I love it so much. So much. I don't know why, but they're a great pair. What else we got? Okay, so if you have watched my channel for a while, you know that I have a lot of oxidizing problems. Like makeup just oxidizes on me like no other. And so I kind of gave up on like most Maybelline skin products, or not skin products, like foundation, concealer and stuff, because it seems like theirs were extra bad on me. But then I noticed within the last 6 months that makeup like doesn't oxidize on me anymore. I'm like, what happened? I guess this chemicals in my skin changed. So that's not as much of an issue anymore. And so I decided to try some products that I knew I loved but oxidized on me. And this is one of them. And it doesn't oxidize on me anymore. I know this is like an old, I think it's been around for like 10 years now. But I love this stuff so much. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. And it doesn't oxidize me. This was like one of the first products that I tried that I noticed it made my under eyes super orange. And like everything kind of went downhill from there. But this doesn't anymore. And so I'm going to try a lot of their other face makeup. That like their mousse foundation was so good, but it oxidized on me within like an hour and I was orange. That's not an issue anymore. Hopefully it's not just that one product. But yeah, I've been loving that and been wearing it every day. Although I'm not wearing any face makeup today because I used what is it called? A derma roller. I think that's what it's called. It's like it kind of looks like a Play-Doh toy. You roll it on your face, it has a bunch of micro derma rollers. That was called micro derma roller. Yeah. Bunch of micro needles supposed to help with like fine lines and all that stuff. I haven't decided if it works for me, but you're not supposed to use makeup on the day that you use it, and I used it today. And so I just did like brows, mascara, and lipstick. Anyway, yeah. Oh, and then the brand that makes the derma rollers also sells this stuff, and this stuff is amazing. What brand is this? It just says S. Dang it. I don't know what brand this is. This is what it looks like. It's their vitamin C plus hyaluronic acid serum. It is literally transformed my skin. And I don't know if it's because of the combination of ingredients. Like it also has like aloe vera and witch hazel and jojoba oil and vitamin E. But the main two ingredients are vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. I don't know if it's the hyaluronic acid that is just helping balance out my skin, but man, it has made the biggest difference ever. Like, you've heard me complain probably a million times how combination and unbalanced my skin is. Like, it gets super oily and like a ton of dry patches in the same places, so it's really hard to wear any face makeup. And this has helped. Like, I used to have so many huge, flaky, gross patches, especially around the side of my nose, that you could just see super well, and then it would get super oily. I'm pretty sure it's the hyaluronic acid that's balancing it out like never before. I can wear foundation throughout the day, and I won't look like a grease ball by the end of the day. And also, if I use like a more mattifying foundation, it won't like super dry out my skin either. It's the best. I got it off of Amazon. It was $20. If you're interested. It looks like that. Dang it, I wish I would have paid attention to see which brand it is. But yeah, no. Oh, is that it? Hold on. It might say that. No, it doesn't. Dang it. Man. Yeah, I kind of want to experiment and see if just trying hyaluronic acid by itself to see if it really is the hyaluronic acid, or maybe it's like the combination of all the ingredients. Because that's the YouTuber in me wanting to experiment with things. Although I really shouldn't if my skin's happy with what I'm using. Oh well. And then I just put like the Garnier like gel moisturizer that's for combination skin on top of that, just to make sure my skin's really balanced. But man, it's literally life-changing. It makes me so happy. It's also supposed to help with fine lines, and I feel like it might have a little bit right here. I know you can't tell. It looks like I have super smooth skin on camera, but I have fine lines, especially above this eyebrow. You can kind of see them. Yeah, there we go. There they are. You can see them even when I don't do that face, but I've done that face for so many thumbnails, I guess, that it just has really affected me. No, but that's just a hereditary thing. Like, all of the girls on my mom's side have that issue super young. Anyway, this. I talked about this on Instagram, I think. This is the makeup eraser cloth. It is phenomenal how good it is at taking off all of my makeup. I don't really use makeup remover except for to like fix up like the lines of like eyeshadow, or if I made a mistake while I was doing my makeup. Like right here, I just noticed my eyebrow's kind of crazy right there. Oh well. It's so good. It's the original makeup eraser. I did get a pack of like knockoffs on Amazon because these are expensive and I wanted more. And so maybe I'll update on Rizzle or something, or on my live stream to see, like, to tell you if like the pack, I think it was a pack of 4 that with cloths that were like 3 times the size of this one for $10. So I hope, oh, look, it just got a little bit lighter. I don't know if that was me messing around or if the room just got lighter. I hope this does. They do good. I've been talking too fast. I hope they're as good as that one, because I got that one in an Allure box that I got in December or January. I don't remember when. And it's my favorite thing ever. And my skin just needs simple things. It really does. At least when it comes to like skincare, I can't have a bunch of junk all over my face all the time. So Like, I can't use soap. I have to use a cleanser. Like, if the cleanser has the ingredient soap, it's not for me. This is my favorite whitening toothpaste I've ever used. And we got it by accident. Well, not by accident. It was really the only choice. I got it when our store was cleaned out at the beginning of all this, and there wasn't a lot of toothpaste left. I wanted a whitening one. I normally get just the, what is it? I don't remember the one I used to get. I can't even remember. It was a 3D white one, but it was like the glistening white or something like that. I don't know. It had like a purple line instead of a black one. But this is the Crest 3D white charcoal. It's so much better. I actually see a difference. With the other one, I didn't ever see a difference. And it's the same price, but just it works a lot better. And it's probably because of charcoal. And I ran out of charcoal because I was using charcoal on my teeth to whiten them. But I feel like it's obvious. Like, it makes sense now. I'm like, yeah, duh. Charcoal is going to work better than just normal whitening stuff. But yeah, that's been helping a lot with whitening. What else we got? Oh, I know I did a video comparing these to the Stila ones, but I have been using at least this specific one, the e.l.f. glitter eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadows, especially the Flirty Bird one, at least 3 times a week. It is like, it makes my makeup look super dramatic with 0 effort, and it is the best thing ever. It's so easy to use. It stays on all day. It doesn't crease. It's kind of a pain to take off because it stays on so well, and then the glitter's like all over my face like the next day, even if I take a shower. That's why I don't use it every day, besides the fact that I like playing with makeup. But it is kind of a pain to take off, but it's very, very worth it. I love it. What else we got? That might be it for beauty. Oh, this was hiding. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow pomade. I did a video talking about all the different ones. And even though I still use the gel, the tinted gel, I use this in between using the gel, so I'll use this for touch-ups. Back when I did my, like, what was it called? The alternative to microblading video, where I kind of talked about my brow routine, how I make it last a few days. I used to just use a normal brow pencil for touch-ups. I use this instead now because it lasts longer, so I only have to do touch-ups like every other day, and I love it. And it stays on so well, and it's basically like the gel, but without fibers in it. I've worn it on its own a few times, so my brows don't look quite as full when I use it, but I still really like it. Okay. Let's talk about what else we have. I have a list of things. Oh, games. I have 2 games that I've been loving because who hasn't been playing games right now? And these work for 2+ players. Code names. We got this for Christmas 2 years ago, and we just recently started playing with it the last few months, but we've been playing it more recently. It's fun. I've never played it with just 2 players. We've always played it with at least 4. You can play it with 2 players, right? Yeah. And depending on how you do it, it can be super long or super short, and it's just so entertaining, and it's challenging. I like games that are not just really simple. Like Uno is boring to me, but like this is fun. Basically, how do I even explain it? I don't know how to explain it. I should have thought about it. You divide up into teams. I don't know how. Again, I've never played with 2 players, but you divide up into teams, and your goal is to. Oh, I can. Your goal is to help your teammate figure out which, like, code names belong to your team. And if your teammate get it right or teammates get it right, you can put like one of your cards on top of the code word. If they get it wrong, it's either a civilian, which means it's nothing, or you help the other team out and give them a point. It's basically how it works. I mean, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but it's so much fun. And then the other game we just played last night for the first time, and I love it. Dose. It's great. It really is. Is that all the stuff that's in the box? I think so. Ow, sorry. It's the world's second or Number 2 card game. Obviously, it's by Uno, and, if it's really such a fun game. It's kind of hard to explain. Once you get the hang of it, once you understand the instructions, it's super easy. Do not read the instructions, though. Just look up a how to play DOS video game on YouTube because they do such a bad job explaining the instructions on how to play. Um, but your goal is kind of the opposite of Uno when it comes to, like, the last person out wins and you don't want any points. With DOS, you do want points, and the first person with 200 points wins. There's more to that. There's like 2 to 3 discard piles. There's more than one like wild card. There are more steps. It's a little bit more advanced, not that much more. You can put down 2 cards if you want to in the discard pile, depending on. It's fun. It's fun. Look it up. I know Target. I don't know if they are anymore, but I know Target was doing a sale on buy 2 get 1 free for games. Maybe they'll do it again, but this one's cheap and so fun. And depending on how many players you have, I guess if you have more players, technically, depending on how each round went, it might go faster. Because how you get points is once you run out of cards, you gather up everyone else's cards, and however many points they have altogether is how many points you get. So if you have a lot of people, I guess it would go faster. But it's even fun with like 2 or 3 people. I like it a lot. How long? Oh my goodness, it's already been 20 minutes. Holy freak. I told my, someone else was watching Moose, and I told them I would only be on here for a half an hour. Oh, let me go get the food. I'll be right back. It's just right there. Don't go anywhere. Ta-da! I'm rolling. This is keto bread. It is literally the best ever. It tastes like normal bread. Not kidding. And I've had normal bread recently-ish. I mean, once in a while, I will do a cheat day. It's not every week. It's not even every month. Maybe like every 2 or 3 months. But last time I had bread, so I remember what bread tastes like, and it tastes basically like normal bread. I made what was it? Blueberry cheesecake French toast casserole on Saturday, and everyone was like, "This is better than any other breakfast thing you've made." And I make cinnamon rolls. Oh, I used to before this keto thing happened. I've made a lot of like yummy breakfast foods in the past, and this was everyone's favorite. And I used the keto bread. It was so good. But grilled cheese, toast, like it has been a life changer. You can get 2 loaves at Costco for $8, which is not bad, especially when you compare it to like gluten-free bread. The gluten-free bread's actually more expensive. So it's not the cheapest bread ever, but considering I think it has 0 net carbs, which since it's net carbs instead of carbs, you still don't want to eat a ton, but it's amazing. I love it so much. Okay. What else? Oh, okay. I've been listening to a lot more music recently. One song that came out recently that I feel like they didn't do. What? No. You guys still there? It says that I lost connection. We good? I think we're okay. It says people are still on. Anyway, just go listen to the first verse. It's called "Okay, Alright." It and I think there's a music video too. So you could look it up on YouTube, but the rest of it, not as much. That has to do with right now, but anyway, I've been listening to so many cover artists and cover bands. Okay, good. We're good. Just because I feel like I've listened to every single song that I've like listened to a million times, and so it's nice to have some variety. One thing I have been doing while I've been editing is listening to like a whole musical soundtrack or a couple, just to feel like I'm watching a movie while I'm doing stuff. It works, at least in my head. And I've also been listening to 2 to 3 audiobooks a week, which is kind of insane considering I used to listen to one, like, every other week, maybe 1 a week. Like, I feel like I'm consuming so much more stuff. Um, and then favorite movies and TV shows. Um, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, which was a show that I watched when I was younger. Ooh, I just hit the desks again. Sorry. I'm trying to get comfortable. I haven't done live streaming in so long. Is back on. And it makes me so happy. And they've actually done a few houses in Utah. It seems like they're either in California or Utah. It's so random. But it's been so fun to watch it. It doesn't have Ty Pennington. He guest starred a couple times, but that's not the host anymore. You can tell that he is not exactly like young enough to be a host of a show that you're filming 24 hours for 7 days. I'm sure that takes a lot out of you, but it's been really fun to watch. They always have like a guest celebrity on it, helping them out. It's just so fun. It makes you feel good. And I love it. And it makes me happy that it's back. It's very nostalgic for me because I used to watch that show every week. I can't remember when they canceled it, but it was a really sad day. And then Disney Fairy Tale Weddings, which is a show on Disney Plus, which I know is not the most exciting show ever, but again, it's just fun. And they also have like extreme proposals as part of the episode. Like one half of the episode will be an extreme proposal and one half will be an extreme Disney wedding. And it's interesting. It's fascinating. I love it. If you have Disney Plus, you should check it out. I think they have 2 different ones. Maybe it's just one, but I know there's at least 2 seasons. Also, I'm not a huge like talk show watcher, but before all this stuff, I would watch like little segments of the Tonight Show, mostly just the hashtag game. Like that just cracked me up. But since they can't film anymore in their studio because it takes too many people, they've been doing the Tonight Show at Home Edition, and so it's been really funny to try to see him try to be a YouTuber basically with his wife as the cameraman and then his little girls like running around screaming. It's been very entertaining. I really don't watch the interviews. I just watch all the other stuff that he does with his family. It's like he turned into a YouTube channel basically. But yeah. And then I think that's it. Yeah, I have to get going because like I said, I promised them I'd only be on here for a half an hour. But thank you for everyone that came on and talked, and thank you for everyone who watched the replays. And you will be seeing a normal Emery Lane video next Monday. And yeah, I love you guys, and don't ever forget that you are enough. Bye. Mwah!